It can control our mind, it can dictate our emotions, and it can weaken our faith. Fear is something that's often so subtle and maybe even subconscious, but the impact of fear can be quite substantial within our lives. Everyone faces fear. Everyone in some form is held back by fear. However, what's so exciting to say today, and this is so true, not everyone needs to be enslaved by fear. I love what Jesus Christ said in John 14. He said, "My peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, but not as the world gives do I give it." He says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." And listen to this, "Neither let them be afraid." So I don't stand here for a moment and diminish the reality of fear in our lives. It's there. I don't stand here for a moment and diminish the temptation towards fear either. But I don't stand here for a moment and believe, though, that fear is our master. I believe and I know that fear can be our slave as Jesus Christ is our King. So I'm thankful for Dr. David Jeremiah's book, because I believe this book is devastating to fear. See, one of fear's great strategies is to remain hidden, to be undiscovered. But what David Jeremiah does is he brings fear in the light. He gets it on the table. And after all, in order to defeat the enemy, we must know the enemy that we are actually fighting. And once fear is out in the open, then we can attack it then with the truth. And the truth is this, I love this so much, because of the love of Jesus Christ, believers actually hold within them fear's greatest fear. And what is fear afraid of? It's afraid of the gospel of Jesus Christ. The gospel is salvation. The gospel is glory. The gospel is hope. It's assurance. It's our faith in Him. And fear is terrified of that which is so certain within our lives, only found again in Jesus Christ. So the more my eyes are on the Lord, the more that I'm free to live from fear in the truth of Jesus Christ. This is the secret to the Christian life that more believers must take up. This is why Paul said to live as Christ and to die as gain. This is why Stephen, with being stoned to death with rocks hitting his skull, could ask for the forgiveness of those who were actually trying and did murder him. And where does that come from? How do you stand in fear and face it and not be afraid? It's because they knew where they were going. They knew the reality of the gospel. They knew the truth that was within their lives. That's what we're called to do. This is what Dr. David Jeremiah is doing. He's putting fear in the open, and he's saying, do not be held back by that which has no hold on you when you realize the truth and the power and the love of Jesus Christ. May that be an encouragement to you today, I pray. Hey, Maura, back to you.